Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you came to birth, I consecrated you. God knows you. God loves you. He wants you to grow in His love, and He wishes that your life is built on Him. God delights in seeing you growing up and resembling Him more and more, just like He always imagined you in His image. Very often, however, lost in the chaos of everyday life, or in your projects which very often reveal themselves to be fragile castles made of sand, you forget all about this. Or perhaps you think that real questions of life are too difficult to answer and may exhaust you, because of which you decide to stop contemplating. Notwithstanding, it occurs that when you choose to stop focusing on such matters, these questions rematerialize in your mind without even asking for your consent. Who am I? What am I going to do with my life? How am I going to achieve happiness? And very often, you find yourself at a crossroad. What am I supposed to do with my life? Does happiness really exist? What is the real meaning of my life? You may feel that your life has a mission coming from above, and because of this, you pray without ceasing, anxious to receive a trace of an answer. Yes, a call, a mission. I can live for someone else. So far, I do not envisage what I shall do. However, I feel that someone is calling me for something which is bigger than I am, and which drags me away from an irrational human logic. I am one of those who found the meaning of life in the Master's words. If you wish to be perfect, go and sell your possessions and give the money to the poor, then come follow me. The one who called me did not do so because I am already a saint. He called me so that I can become a saint. The one who called me did not do so because I loved him first. He first loved me and gave his life for me. The Lord called me just like 2,000 years ago. He called Peter, Andrew, Jacob, John, whereby from fishermen he transformed them into fishers of men and shepherds. He called me so that I could acquaint him, stay with him, get to know him, love him, and lead others to him. Just like 800 years ago he called Francis, son of Peter of Bernardone, the Lord called me to discover Him in the poor and the discarded of our times. He called me to help the church become more beautiful and more authentic. He is calling me so that, like Francis and his friars, I become an evangelist, which denotes an envoy who proclaims the exquisite and good news to all his siblings. He is delegating me, together with my brothers, so that I proclaim the gospel of life with jubilation and without fear. The fact is that I am not alone in this walk of life gives me most joy. Around the world, there are thousands like me who, following the example set by Saint Francis of Assisi, vow to God to live a life committed to the gospel, a life of poverty, obedience, and chastity. A lot of persons have lived this ideal for the past 8 centuries, some in the simplest forms of life, others showing amazing heroism to the extent of becoming a model to the people of God. The Franciscan way of life helps me to love God even more. As a Franciscan, even I have been called to live in distant lands. I am also contributing so that through modern means of communications, Jesus may be known and loved. Like most of our brothers, I am living my priestly vocation in a Franciscan style, a welcoming style, with availability and simplicity. If I were to be born once more, I would choose again to become a Franciscan. This could be your life.